Alright, what's good, y'all? Today, man, we're gonna be doing a little bit more advanced. I am going to be teaching y'all how to properly mix. I ain't gonna say how to properly mix, but how I do my shit and make my shit sound overly smooth. So today we're gonna be going through one of my old songs and we're low-key just gonna be mixing it from the start. And then I'm gonna show y'all the end result of the vocals, and I'm gonna show y'all how I do my ad-libs and shit. So let's get to it. Now, the thing about mixing, bro, it kind of takes a minute, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you gotta really be patient when it comes to like this mixing stuff, bro. You see, you might look at all this right here, bro, and you might be confused, especially if you're just starting off on FL, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, once you watch my tutorials and you watch, you know what I'm saying, what niggas got going on and shit, then you should be smooth. Shout out my nigga Bryce for the beat, you know what I'm saying, Rollo Spliff, shout out my nigga. But we are going to be mixing this from the very start. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off all first. I'm going to do these right here, and then I'm going to take off all these vocals. I'm going to delete all this shit, and instead of just dragging and dropping the preset on there, I'm going to mix it from the start. So this is what the raw vocals sound like, just to give y'all a little preview.
Yeah, give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny. Yeah, I'm in love with just want your panties. Yeah, I'ma get rich and that's on my granny. Yeah, put my arms to this shit. I don't need a plan B.
So we are going to transform that into some real deal step and shit. So first, what I usually do when I already have vocals set up like this, I control my keyboard and then I press and I left click and then I just drag it to the whole song, so I won't have to just keep on going back and forth with this shit. And then you feel me? I get straight to it. So first thing I do personally on my vocal chain is I add a limiter just for that noise gate and everything.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to compress this.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
So what I learned from compression is, and peep, this is not the proper way to do it. This is how I do it, and this is how I get my vocals right to sound is. So if I'm doing anything wrong, you just let me know. But this is how I learned to do it. So press space, bro.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
This threshold, you want this threshold at least 2 decibels below the max, the peak of the volume. That's what I learned.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
So I'm gonna put it like right here, like right below the very top, right, and then put this knee all the way up, and then put this ratio all the way up.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
Turn this release a little bit down.
I'm in love with just want your
then let's add some noise gate. You feel me? So
give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
A little bit up.
The
gain.
I'm in love with just want your panties.
And then the release a little bit down. And then you won't have little to no background noise.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
And you see how my voice is cutting out a little bit, so I'm going to put the threshold up because I don't want it too high.
I'm in love with just want your panties.
Thankfully, if you have a good mic, then you won't have to put like a whole bunch of that. And then what you're gonna do a lot on these vocal chains is you're gonna want to EQ. EQ, you know what I'm saying, it's personal preference for everything, but like I said, I'm gonna teach you guys how I do it personally. First, what I like to do is just cut out the low end. You're gonna want to right click on here. You're gonna want to type right here. Low pass, or not low pass, high pass, and then I like to do steep 8. Cut out a little bit.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
Then you want to turn this down, not all the way down, you know what I'm saying, probably like 5, 10. Then once you have this down a little bit, you're just gonna raise it up. You don't want to raise it up all the way, because if you raise it up all the way, everything is gonna sound bad. So you just want to put it like right here. Pick out the worst frequencies you hear.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny. I'm in love with just want your panties.
And then you want to put it down a little bit. Put it down probably like right here.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
Every single one. Then once you get to the high end, you feel me, just raise it up a little bit. Raise the high end up depending on how bad your mic is, obviously, but you never want to raise your high end too high. Like, you never want to have it like all the way over here. You never, just raise it up a little bit, because you're gonna add more EQ. I personally, on my vocal chain, a lot of people disagree with this, but I personally have 4 EQs, not all back to back, obviously. 4 EQs, I feel like that's enough for my mic. You obviously don't have to have enough. I'm just teaching you guys my way and how I personally do it. There's no correct way of how to have a right vocal mix. There's no perfect vocal mix. As long as your shit sounds clear, it sounds clear. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cares on how you do it, as long as it sounds clear and it's not messy. I'm gonna add another EQ. I'm going to put high pass, but I'm not gonna put steep 8 this time. I'm just gonna do this right here a little bit, and then I'm just gonna do the same thing. Alright, so now that we got both of the EQs done, we are going to add a compressor in there. So I personally use our compressor. You just got to learn what you're doing. So the compressor, it is kind of very hard to actually learn the mix, you feel me? I personally struggled with it a little bit to actually learn the compressor, but all basically a compressor does is to make sure all the vocals, there's no high peaks in the compressor, make sure everything is a flat line, make sure all vocals sound the same. So what you want to do is you just want to lower the threshold until,
give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
I'm gonna probably put it like right here.
I'm in love with just want your panties.
And then you just want to play with the ratio until,
give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
it sounds,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm in love with just want
I
your
think I'm gonna
panties.
put it like
Yeah,
right here.
yeah.
And then we're gonna turn it
granny.
up.
Yeah, yeah. Put my arms to this shit. I don't need a plan B.
And then we're gonna turn the attack down.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
And you always
I'm in love with just want your panties.
Alright, then we're gonna put it right there. This looks good. You don't gotta play with none of this stuff, of course. And then you can already hear a difference between everything, right? So I'm gonna turn it.
Yeah. Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
You can already hear a difference.
Yeah. I'm in love with just want your panties. Yeah. Yeah. I'ma get rich and that's on my granny.
What I think I'm gonna do though, I think I'm gonna put Steep Ape on this, back some of that low end. And then we're just gonna add a Maximus. So Maximus is basically like a de-esser. Now I actually still do need to find like a good de-esser. I actually don't know any good de-essers. I just used Maximus. But basically all you wanna do on this Maximus, you wanna go to here, go to presets, and then you're gonna go to DS. And then going to DS split band, and then that's what I do just to get the sibilance out. I actually do need to find a plugin to actually do it instead of using the stock. I don't like using the stock shit, just to get a little, you know what I'm saying, the puh and the puh, you know what I'm saying, out of it. And then what I usually do, let's add some saturation. I usually just go with fresh air. You can go with sound goodalizer too. I usually just use fresh air because, like I said, I'm a big fan of stock. You know what I'm saying? You never wanna go OD.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like that.
Because you don't want like an overly amount. So you just want to play with this until it sounds good. Can it play, please?
I'm in love with just want your panties. Yeah. I'ma get rich and that's on my granny. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's already coming together. Now we're gonna add some auto-tune. You could use pitcher, waves, and attributes. I use waves personally, but you can use damn near any of that shit. Minor, I use auto-tune all the way up there, and then let's see how that sounds.
Yeah. Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny.
Alright, that's obviously not the right key.
I'ma get rich and that's on my granny.
Yeah, that sounds more accurate. I think I'm gonna play with this a little bit more. See, that already sounds good. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna add 2 more EQs, you know what I'm saying? So basically what you did earlier. You don't want to take out too much of the low because you still want some bass in your voice, so you want to kind of bring it back a little bit. Then what you want to do with these, you don't want to put it all the way down. You just want to bring it down just a little bit. Alright, so this add frequency, I just gonna put it down just a little bit. Just right there. So boom, we got this down right here, and you could low-key leave it here if you want. I'm gonna add another EQ obviously, but one thing I do notice, I think the noise gate is too high. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lower the threshold, I'm gonna lower it again, I'm gonna lower the release.
Yeah, give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny. Yeah,
and I'm gonna put
I'm in love with just want your panties. Yeah.
And then, like I said, you could stop here if you want. You could add more saturation. You can add more flanges. Just make sure you put the EQ right here before you add the flanges, and add it to slot 8. But I personally don't do that. It's up to you. I'm going to add another EQ, and after this EQ, we're not done yet. We still have to add the delay and the convolver on there. So we're gonna put this EQ on there. Like I said, same shit.
I know love found for real.
Done with this, we got the last EQ, and then boom, I have my vocal chain right here.
Yeah, give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny. Yeah. I'm in love with just want your panties. Yeah. I'ma get rich and that's on my granny. Yeah.
Alright, so but now we're not done. We have to side chain the delay and the convolver. Personally, you don't have to put convolver, but I do like delay on here. So what I do is I go to the next track over, boom. I have my delay. I use Fruity delay. You could also use Valhalla Verb or Valhalla delay. I just use the stock. So this is what my delay settings look like. You copy it if you want, or you could adjust it to your own. All you want to do to side chain that is make sure you have the main vocal selected and click this little arrow down here, and then boom. And then also I like my convolver on here, which is on slot 11, just the next track over. Have my convolver. You could copy these settings if you want. Put the convolver on here, and if you want, you could use these presets, browse the presets, or you could just make your own. And then what I do, make sure they're selected, and then boom. And now this is what the main vocal sounds like finished.
Yeah, give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny. Yeah, I'm in love with just want your panties. Yeah, I'ma get rich and that's on my granny. Yeah, put my arms to this shit, I don't need a plan B.
And then this is what it sounded like before I even added everything.
Yeah, give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny. Yeah, I'm in love with just want your panties. Yeah.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Big difference. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I do my ad-libs. All I did with these ad-libs basically, bro, is I did what, 3 sets, right? I just did 3 sets. So basically what I did, I just copied this preset right here, and I moved it, and I just added a flanges to it. That's all I did. It's literally all the exact, you see it's the exact same chain, but I just moved these down, and I added a flanges so it could just give it a different sound. All I did with these presets for this song specifically, normally normally I wouldn't do this, but this song specifically I needed a quick delay. So basically what I did, I got the flanges on there, and then my delay I added the convolver, and I added a quick ass delay. So this is what the quick delay looks like. You copy these settings, this is what it sounds like.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny. Yeah, all my love, I just want your panties. I'ma get rich and that's on my granny. Yeah, put my arm to the shit, I don't need a plan.
So you feel me? It's a lot in your ears. Like, it's a lot in your ears. That is the goal. You want the song to sound as full as possible. So it's a lot in your ears. Now I did my other set of ad-libs the same thing, right? It's just most of these ad-libs, bro, you just want to copy your main vocals and just add a little bit more to it. Now I call these my background vocals, my singing vocals. Basically all I did, the same exact vocal chain, but just I added flanges, and I also added a pitch shifter. Now pitch shifter is just change your pitch, make it high pitch, make it that. You're gonna hear it when I play it. Basically that's all I did. Added that in the auto-tune, obviously, and the flange. This one I added Verb. I use Valhalla Verb. I don't like using the stock, you know what I'm saying? It just sounds worse. And I also added the quicker delay to it, you know what I'm saying? The same delay as the other one. And then this is how that one sounds like.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny. Yeah.
I know you hear that little high pitched voice into it, right? So that's basically it, and I'm gonna show y'all my last one. Is called my Expressor. I'm gonna show y'all how I did that shit right there. The exact same vocal chain. Don't get it mixed up. It's just in different spots. I used the stock one for this one. It's old, so this is before I even had waves. But this one I added a panomatic. Panomatic is basically just so it pans in between your ears when you when the vocal plays, just to make the song more fuller also. So it's the same thing. Also this one side chained it to the exact same quick delay, and then this is how this one sounds like. Basically I use this as like an expressor, so when I want to express the vocals more, it could pop out more.
I'ma get rich and that's on my granny. It's one day, couple Grammy.
So, and you feel me, I'ma also do that a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, just to give it that high pitched voice. I would use it, I would copy this and put it right here, and then I would just pitch this, make sure it's high, and just to give it that, you feel me, just that little sound. That's really all, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? You play with the volumes, you play with the shit, and then you get a wonderful song, bro. Oh yeah, let me show y'all these right here. Alright, so with this vocal right here, is really nothing. Is like I said, the exact same vocal chain. All it is just a convolver actually on the preset and a delay on the preset, just another quick delay. All these presets are the exact same but just different, if that makes sense. All it is usually is just flanges, a different convolver. All of it is the exact same. If I do that, bro, you should have a normal song, and the final product should sound like this, bro.
Give me the ball, I'ma shoot like Danny. All my love, I just want your panties. I'ma get rich and that's on my granny. Put my arm to the shit, I don't need a plan. Gotta manifest with my brother bus one day, couple Grammys.
I'm telling you, bro, it's not hard. You just have to take the time to actually learn some shit. You feel me, bro? Now that's really all. Like I'm giving out hella sauce. I'm exposing sauce at all of y'all, bro. Once y'all have all this down, save all these presets, bro, and it's gonna make your song 10 times faster. I'm telling you. Don't go buying presets, bro. Don't go out there searching for presets. All this shit I had on my own. Literally, I made it all this shit from scratch on my own, and I just saved multiple as presets. You see all these presets, bro, I did it on my own. I use all these presets are all my own, all from the ground, and it sounds decent. Like, I don't think this is a bad mix, bro. Like, other than that, man, I appreciate y'all for watching, bro. After this video, you should be set. I got more FL Studio tutorials on the way. Let me know if y'all want more, man. See y'all boys.
Eddie makes my son, so I gotta teach him like I told her.